is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. Today we're going to be changing up the sound of the car, which is going to be removing our Corsas, and we're going to be installing the MagnaFlow. So this is the satin black MagnaFlow. You'll see it. It looks pretty sick. It's going to match the wrap super well, but update on the car. One, it is super dirty, right? So the wrap hasn't been ceramic coated. It hasn't even been washed yet. I've been super busy just in life with work and everything like that. So that's why I haven't done anything with it. I haven't been driving it. I actually haven't driven it all week. So the car is literally as cold as it can get. So it's a cold start through and through, 100%. But underneath the hood, we have an update. The update was something that prohibited us from going to the Whipple, which is gonna happen probably this next weekend. That's my tentative plan. The car has some other stuff that has to get done first, but the Whipple should maybe start happening this next weekend. So we have plans for that, but we also have to do the exhaust, we have to do the wheels. The wheels haven't been, I don't have an update on the wheels yet, basically. I'm still stuck in shipping. So hopefully that'll come soon and then we can install those. But under the engine, we got the oil pump gear and crank sprocket done. So that is complete. If you guys don't have the oil pump gear or crank sprocket done on your 5.0s and you want to boost it or you want to rev it higher, I highly recommend it because it's just gonna give you that peace of mind that the whole thing won't shatter and break into a million pieces and you'll lose oil pressure while you're at 8,000 RPM. So that's a huge thing that you want to do if you do plan on modifying and boosting your car, basically. So this is a new problem we have, but my tank was literally at 0 PSI. So I have a leak somewhere on my tank and now the compressors are redoing it. So it was literally at 0 PSI in my tank. So I don't know exactly what's going on there, but you can see it is way too low. It's supposed to be at like 150 PSI. And yeah, so we got to fix that too. So there's a couple things we just need to fix in the car. I don't know how that happened, but we got to get that fixed because I don't want the compressor to be like pushing just as much as it's coming out. But again, like I said, I really didn't drive the car all week, so maybe sitting a week caused a leak, I don't know. Also, while that is warming up, I didn't really show you guys this, but I did get a new daily. So we have a new parts runner truck, and that is Lenny. I've named him Lenny. He's a GMC Sierra, which is right here. Pretty good condition. He's got a camper shell, gold. He's just basically a good work truck. Got some new wheels on it, new tires. It does have leather, heated seats. 3 doors, so the actual other door is not opening. This one is the only one that does open, and then I got the camper shell. You know, it needed a little love. It is the Z71 4-wheel drive, but hey, this is a good little parts runner, good daily driver. Unfortunately, my first car, the Ford Focus that we saved for 300 bucks, exploded the engine, so that didn't happen. And yeah, so that had to happen with the new daily. So now we have this and a truck. So that's pretty good because now we can haul stuff around, like the wheels and tires when they finally come in. Now that we have the car jacked up in a decent spot, we're going to get under and take off the axle backs, which is literally called that because here's the axle and it is from there back. So this is the axle back. So we're gonna get under there and we're gonna take off basically 2 bolts on each one on each, I guess. Let me see if I can find it. All right, let's see. See that little clamp right there? Right. See that little clamp right there under the exhaust? This is the axle back connector, so we're going to take that off, and then from there we just have a couple of hangers, and then we should be able to take this whole thing off. Already got it pretty loose here. Pro tip though, this stuff is your friend when working with exhaust. PV Blaster, make sure you get the silicone. It's like WD-40 on steroids, but you want to grease all of the hangers. So these are the rubber hangers. If you don't know how exhaust works, basically these little barbs right here go into hangers. And then the best way to do that is, if you don't have like the exhaust tool, is to get some vice grips or whatever these things are called. I'm not too up on my pliers, but you want to be able to like squeeze the hanger off and push the barb through. So that's how you get that done. And then I obviously took off that clamp. And so yeah, now we've just got the little barbs back there that we're going to PB Blaster and push through. And then this thing should come out. All in all, it's been about 5 minutes. So doing this yourself, you can totally do it on jack stands. But obviously having buddies would help a lot. First Corsa is out and that took about 10-15 minutes. So now we're gonna do the exact same thing. You just wanna take it out of this barb first, then these barbs. The big thing is taking off this clamp. I don't know if the MagnaFlows came with this clamp, so we might have to reuse it. It might be one of the factory pieces and we just reuse it anyways. But yeah, let's go ahead and knock out the other side. Looks super weird without tips, but we're gonna be changing that out and hopefully this sounds really good. All right, well, this is a part of cars and it's the good and the bad. Well, I got under there and tried to remove the axle back. We obviously got the one side done, which is the one I started with, the driver's side. Well, the passenger side apparently had the actual clamp, that clamp that I undid, that got tack welded onto the over axle pipe and to the Corsa pipe. So I won't be able to reuse that whole clamp that I need for the MagnaFlows because it's tack welded to the axle back, plus it's tack welded to my over axle pipe. So even when I undid the clamp, it wasn't loosening. I was wondering why, and then I took a look and there's tack welds all over. So luckily that white 5.0 that's also on bags here locally, they own an exhaust shop. So I'm gonna try to reach out to them, see if we can salvage that. If not, we might need to get new over axle pipes and cut these, which would totally suck because that would make these Corsas like locked onto that over axle pipe, and that's what I don't want. Although we could, I don't know, I have to ask them because I'm not into exhaust and welding. So we maybe can just grind off those tack welds and then everything's good to go, get a new clamp or something. And then the Corsas could be reused because my plan was to put those on my mom's car. So yeah, this is kind of why we haven't had videos here for the past week or so. It's just because I keep running into hurdles, and that's the behind the scenes stuff that you guys don't see. So we just keep running into hurdles, and I'm trying to get this MagnaFlow installed, have everything set up, and that's not happening. So this is just how it goes. So let me show you guys underneath the car what all I'm talking about. So it may be a little hard to see here, but this is the clamp I was talking about, and it's probably all weird with the light, but you can see some tack welds like right there and right there a little bit, like where my finger is. And that's why this clamp, even though it's loose, isn't moving at all. So this thing is locked in on this over axle pipe, which would be this right here. This is the over axle pipe, the less colored one, or the more colored one, the brown one there. Everything else was going pretty smooth. I mean, I got that out in 15 minutes or so, and then when I started undoing this one, I was like, why is it so tight? It's not moving at all. And well, that explains it all. So we one, ran out of light because I had to take some phone calls, and then two, just ran into that with the clamp. So this is why we haven't had any videos this week, and it sucks. I'm not trying to complain and just, you know, I have a beautiful car, I have a beautiful life and people all around me, but man, it's frustrating when you're trying to accomplish something and you just keep hitting all these walls trying to accomplish it. So yeah, this is just the backside of it, and you guys don't usually see it. So we're gonna work on this. I still want to get the MagnaFlows on there. I was gonna do it myself, might have to go to NorCal Muffler and have those guys do it, which isn't a big deal, but dang it, man, I was just trying to accomplish. I'll probably still upload this though, because I want to be real with you guys and show you that it's not always so perfect. You guys obviously already know that because you guys work on cars, but I just don't want to like portray this perfect lifestyle or everything goes super smoothly and as planned. So yeah, that's not how it always happens, and this is the reality of cars and why we do it. It's frustrating that we love them so much. The finished project or finished product is what we really want, but sometimes you got to hit some of these stupid hurdles. So you can just imagine the drone is going to be terrible, but let's go ahead, start it up and see what it is like. It does sound pretty deep, but I could tell from the cabin noise, it's got a lot more cabin noise. It's dumping like right underneath the back seat basically. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna damage it though, having one exhaust and not having the other. I don't think that's a big deal because it's past all the cats in the middle and all that. And plus I'll only be running it for a little bit, but dang it, man. That is super annoying. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it inside to the garage and just wrap up tonight. This is just a frustrating fail, and like I said, I'm not trying to be like a Debbie Downer or anything. I just want to be raw and show you guys what we're dealing with here. So I am trying to bring content to you guys, but you know, life happens, things happen, and this is what we're dealing with. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up right here. Leave your boy a like down below so that way we can just kind of grow the channel, and it'll make me feel a little bit better that my car is a big hoopty and piece of poop right now, but we're gonna get it dialed in. I know it. Just gonna take a little bit of effort, and we just gotta plan some things around. It'll happen. So just go ahead, subscribe, like, comment, and I'll catch you guys next time.